you home. I get unstable, I get unstable. Remember the first time I met you, the way that it had made me feel. But later something changed between us, and now I don't know where we meet. I was looking for a remedy, now I don't know who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy, now I don't know who's in front of me.
I always seem to come out with that hot kind of smooth music to start off. Whew, Sundays at 6 p.m. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Welcome. So let me go ahead and drop the volume on the music because I'm a little unstable right now. You like how I did that? I know you did. What's going on? Shout out. What's happening, Low Cuts? Glad to hear and see you in here. Let me go ahead and get that music down. What's happening, everybody? Once again, it's your boy Onyx here, Going Full Nerd, recording the podcast that you love to listen to and love to even join in and watch every Sunday at 6 p.m. on youtube.com/Going Full Nerd. And you love to listen to it. This is the shameless plug part, folks. Anchor.fm/Going Full Nerd. iHeartRadio. Look for Going Full Nerd. Pandora. Yes, I am on Pandora. Going Full Nerd. Look for it. Also, you can check it out on, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. That's pretty much the shameless plug part. You can also check out goingfullnerd.com where you can get comic book related news and information straight from the source. Yo, no speculatory BS right here. You don't get none of that stuff like you get in We Got This Covered. You don't get none of that BS that you get off of Cosmic Book News. No, you get straight press releases from publishers like IDW, Warner Brothers, Marvel, Action Lab Comics, Valiant Comics. Come on. And the movie information from WB Animation, Fox, all these other places. But anyway, that's enough of me bragging about how we roll here with Going Full Nerd. Just like to say, if you want to get your shout outs, show up, like my man Low Cuts is in the live chat, make yourself seen, make yourself heard, wave hello to the people. And remember, you want a little crazier take? Follow me on Twitter. You see it right there across the bottom at Onyx. ONY XXX 1969. Whew, I think I did it. I think I'm done. That was the shameless plug part. Wow, I'm getting better at this. I might have to script this out and just record that. Oh man. Whew. But as always, we like to talk about a few things, the nerdy things that make me feel good. A lot of times I do movie reviews, things like that. But today we're going to talk about something that just kind of my guilty pleasure. Let me reach out, and I got to go back into my thing. Now, this is I could have probably done a whole video on this one, but or a whole podcast about this subject. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. For the past 5 or 6 years, this is before we get into the top 5 domestic U.S. box office, okay, folks? Before we get into that, so not last year, but the year before, I had got 2018. I had got a gold medal. Let me put my gold medal on. I got a gold medal for fundraising for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. I got this back in 2018. For those of you that are watching the video replay, it's kind of cool. It's kind of pretty because we raised a lot of money to help sick kids by doing live streams, playing video games, and all that good stuff. Well, guess what I got in the mail? Bam! Your boy did it again! Yes, I did it one more time. Got some more of the bling bling for helping children out with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So while I'm going ahead and talking about this, I'm gonna wear my bling bling. I'm gonna be like Mr. T during this. My 2 gold medals, like like the Olympics. Let me put the fist up. But I couldn't have done it without everybody that kind of watches and listens to the podcast. And we're gonna do it again this year. We're gonna start early. I think I'm gonna start next month. We're gonna start raising money once again for Children's Miracle Network Hospital, specifically Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. If you want to join the team and be part of the team that does fundraising, you too can get the bling bling out. You too can do that also. Just, inquire, send me a note, join the team, raise money. It could even be for a Children's Miracle Network hospital in your area. So we could figure that out and peep this and go. But let's get down to what we normally do, and that is top five box office before we get on my rant and rave. So, top five box office for this weekend, coming in at number one, brand new, brand spanking new to the list, is the Jim Carrey Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes. Well, that's not really brand new. It was out last week. Was it out last week? I haven't seen it. But Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah, it was out last week. Sonic the Hedgehog came in at number one this week, pulling $26.3 million. Coming in at number two is brand new to the call, Harrison Ford, Disney flick, Call of the Wild. Harrison Ford, a dog, live action, wilderness. Hey, people do what they do. It pulled in $24.8 million to claim the number two spot. Coming in at number three on this fall from grace, but still the movie making some money. I don't know if it's enough money, but they making some money. You can check the review on the podcast. You can also check out the video of the review on Going Full Nerd. That's on YouTube. And that's Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I forgot to leave. I left out the word fantabulous. You gotta have the word fantabulous in there. What's up? So on the shout out to my man Red. That pulled in $7 million. Coming in at number four was Brahms the Boy 2. Never heard of it. $5.9 million. Yo, this is like the dead spot in movie space, isn't it? And coming in at number five, holding strong at number five, once again, Bad Boys for Life. Will Smith, Carl Winslow, Martin Lawrence pulling in $5.8 million. Ooh, they domestically almost 200 mil. Good stuff, Will Smith. You bank on Will Smith. That's what you do. But anyway, let's talk a little bit. I promise not to take a lot of your time. I usually ask for about maybe 20, 30 minutes tops. Tops. 20, 30 minutes tops on a Sunday, and we're going to make this work. We're going to make this work. So check it out. I've been peeping out and, watching a lot of movies, watching a lot of TV shows, things like that. High school and teen superheroes. It's been done a lot. It's been done so many times. We've had animated, live action versions as well as comic book interpretations of this idea. We had a lot of it. Okay. Live action movies like, you remember Zoom with Tim Allen, remember Sky High with Kurt Russell, Danielle Pambreaker, who you see on Flash now and things like that. Animated features like DC Superhero Girls, comic books like Teen Titans, or most recently, a couple of years back, they had Avengers Academy, all, Young Avengers, things like that. All these teen superheroes, okay? Teen kid superheroes. Now, here goes the deal. I got it. I got my guilty pleasure, folks. I watch a lot of stuff. So, My Hero Academia, okay? My Hero Academia. That is my guilty pleasure. That is a series I'm digging. And so far, I'm loving the background and the premise of My Hero Academia. Now, don't get all hyped up. I'm not going to get into it with the hardcore anime and manga fans. I'm a casual consumer. I'm a dude that likes to maybe buy a t-shirt now and then, get a hat now and then, do my thing, watch my stuff on Hulu or Funimation or Netflix or whatever. So I'm going to just kind of tell you why I'm digging this series, okay? It's not a review. All right. It's not a critique because, I'm not getting caught up in the BS. I'm not going to caught up in it because there's so many people on the internet that's going to start arguing about, oh, did you watch it with the subtitle or did you watch the English dub like on Toonami? Okay. Did you, let's see. this is okay, but I'm all about One Punch Man. I'm all about Dragon Ball Z. I'm all about Naruto. I'm all about One Piece, etc., etc. You know, Goku with One Piece, Deku, and all it. No, I ain't got time for all this. I ain't got time for all that. I don't want to go through it. I just want to sit back, watch, and enjoy something, a guilty pleasure, a small guilty pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, you want to go get that clickbait BS? You go over to one of those websites that's constantly promoting and putting this stuff on there. I'm sounding like Suge. I'm sounding like Suge Knight when he was talking about Puffy back in the day. Yo, you want fake news all in your comic book report, and you want big people who don't even possibly read comic books. You want your Tyrone Magnuses. Yeah, I said it. You want those dudes? You want those dudes? You go with that. But if you want, you come on over here. That's how I kind of act. But that's okay. But check this out. My Hero Academia, right? It's actually been around since 2014. I laugh and I try to figure out how did I not know about this back in 2014. I mean, I see a lot on Twitter. I see people cosplaying, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But those are people that read the manga. And for those of you not, hip to it, manga's just basically a Japanese comic book. I'm not big on reading the Japanese comic books because I don't know Japanese. So it is what it is. And then, the translations. Oh, man, I'm about to take these off. These joints, they jingling, baby. I'm sounding like, oh God, that sounds horrible. Oh, gotta take that off. Gotta take that off. The metal's like clang clang. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. I'll take the newest one off. 'Cause, y'all know I'm blinged up. But it's been around in manga form since 2014, and in anime form has been around since 2016. So we were able to get this. I think Funimation, Viz Media, I think those guys have been producing this. You could check it out on Cartoon Network on Toonami on Saturday nights. I personally, I have a Hulu subscription. I watch it on Hulu. Comes out once a week, and it's pretty cool. The one I watch on Hulu is not English dubbed; it's English sub. So I got to kind of watch it, and it's a lot of reading. So, but, the action and everything is kind of tight, And, like I say, it's relatively new in the scheme of things for an old school dude like me. So, what it is, I've been watching this for, since late last year. And despite with this type of stuff, you got these traditional episodes where they do stuff. Like I'm watching one now, not to spoil anything. They getting ready to do a concert, so all the characters are going to start playing music and they're going to be singing. You know how they do in the Japanese animations. Everybody wants to be like ah la 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 and doing all that singing, but that's cool. But the main gist of this is pretty cool. I mean, it's three complete seasons. We're in the fourth season. They've got a movie. They got another movie getting ready to drop. It goes in theaters this week. I can't wait to see that or peep that out. So that's going to be hot. I think I might go see that. Not sure. You know, but when you have a world where 80% of the people have superpowers and basically superheroes are the norm, supervillains are the norm, superheroes are licensed, they do their thing. This is pretty cool. This is almost like the opposite of what happened in Civil War, where you had superheroes fighting against registration. These guys go to high school and get licenses to become superheroes. They work internships at companies to become superheroes. This is pretty cool. So, what is the plot of this particular joint? What is the plot of this? Well, like I say, in a world where most of the human population possesses superpowers labeled as quirks, they call them quirks. So you following this one character, the guy on my shirt, okay, Midoriya. I'm gonna call him Midoriya. That's his name. He wanted to be a hero, but he was part of that 20% that did not have superpowers. That's crazy. So in a world of superpower beings, he is one who did not have it. This sounds real familiar to the current miniseries with Marvel. You know, this is crazy. I was like, wow, okay, I can dig this. So check this out though. So here's the thing. He was bullied by his childhood friend Bakugo. Okay, all this other stuff. But when something went down, something threw down, he showed that he was like a heroic person. He was somebody that had inner strength, determination, and such. So him and his rival, his friend, if you want to call it that, they call him a friend, but this kid always gives him such drama, heartache. It's crazy. But they both idolize the main superhero. His name is All Might. All Might is like Superman, on roids. I mean, he reminds me of basically the way they do his powers. If anybody remembers a comic book or a cartoon from the 90s called Prime, if you remember that, this is what that reminds me of. That's what he reminds me of because, he's got these superpowers. He bulks up when he uses his powers, but he's the number one hero. They call him the symbol of peace. But here goes the deal. All Might saw these kids in action. He saw Midoriya, who has chosen the superhero name Deku. There's more to that beyond that, but you should watch it to learn why. But here goes the deal. He sees him, and what One Might can do with his power, his quirk is called, what is it? One for all. No, no. Yeah, one for all. And so he was able to transfer his strength and power to young Midoriya, who is learning how to use this power to become the next greatest superhero. Because what they tell you up front in the beginning, All Might got jacked up in the against the villain known as um All for One. Get it? One for all versus all for one. That's kind of tight, right? Where he has the power to give out his power, all for one can take power. That's crazy. But these two are in constant battle. The ultimate hero, ultimate villain. So you got that. But you got all these different individual personal stories. Each of the characters have their own little thing going down. Like, it's just story within story. First season was a little slow. It was like okay, but once I got to the second and third season, it's just building upon, and they got this thing League of Villains. These guys, the powers off the chain. It's just oh man, it's enthralling. It drags you in. Now, is it nonstop battles and actions like mostly you'll see in Dragon Ball Z and those type of? No, it's not. No, it's not. I put it along the same lines as, maybe, well, you know what? I can't put it in the same lines as anything. It's one of those take it or leave it type series. I mean, the characters are hilarious. I mean, they fall really into a lot of the stereotypical, Japanese animation stuff, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. You always get that. They start the theme song off each season is something different, so it highlights the characters. It's just completely crazy. But looking at the different characters, like Bakugo, he excretes nitroglycerin to make explosion from his sweat. Um, Deku's got All Might's power, which is strength and power. You got Uravity, who can do things with gravity. You got Eraserhead, but he's one of their teachers, and he can negate the powers. It's kind of cool. It's somewhat like One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is a little bit, to me, One Punch Man is a little bit darker than My Hero Academia. What My Hero Academia is really following the growth of the one character. One Punch Man, he knows what he's doing. So, it is what it is. This is one of those things. Now, like I say, they're doing a lot of prequel stories. I haven't read the manga. I haven't read the comic book or whatever you want to call it. I watched the movie. They got a movie called Two Heroes, which gives a little backstory history on All Might, who is the big Superman style character. And you also got showing it's like this across the world. Superheroes everywhere. Those who aren't real strong superheroes become gadget type people like your Batmans. It's something else. But I will say I do enjoy this just a little bit more than I enjoy One Punch Man. One Punch Man is tight. Now, don't get me wrong. I like One Punch Man, as you can tell by by what I wear if you're watching the video. But what I'm going to go ahead and say is this one, when you're dealing with kids and you're dealing with storylines and personal trauma, personal growth, it kind of drags you into the story a little more. One Punch Man is just straight up action. One Punch Man, I don't see him growing. I don't see him, you know, putting out any info. So it is what it is. Hey, I'd like to give a shout out. Thanks to my man Thomas by Heidi. Hi, how you doing? Jumping into the chat. Glad to see you. Tell your friends. But that's what it got. So I can't wait to see the new video called Heroes Rising. It hits theaters this week. They're gonna have limited release. I may have to go struggle a little bit in one of the smaller theaters because it's not playing at my normal theater I like to go. Big shout out Alamo Draft House. If y'all want to give the brother a sponsorship, holla at your boy. But that's pretty much it. Now, I will tell you, we're looking at stuff. We got that little lull between the movies. Watching Netflix right now. And I got 5 more episodes to watch of Lock and Key, so that should be interesting when that review drops because I'm kind of digging that, but I ain't gonna get into that at this point. And I saw the Netflix ad in response to my man Low Cuts in the YouTube chat. I saw the ad for the new Transformers animated series. Transformers. Nothing will surpass in my book old school Transformers, the movie from back in the day. I got the DVD. I protect it. It's like the Holy Grail. Oh, it's almost like, I got to make sure that DVD is well protected. I probably need to rip it and put it on a hard drive just so I can ensure I got that. But it is what it is. But I can't wait to see what happens with that new Transformer series. If you guys want me to review it, remember, post it all on the Twitter, hit it with the hashtag Going Full Nerd 2020 or just Going Full Nerd, and we'll get it going. All right. So here goes the thing. Okay. So, a paint version. Okay. It took you 3 weeks. Do me a favor. Tag me on Twitter. You see the Twitter. I'd love to see it. Put the artwork up. I will post it. I will share it. Trust me, we'll get it done. Sharing is caring, folks. Make it look good. That's how we do. Support each other. That's how it rocks out. But we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of movies. We got a lot of superhero stuff that's getting ready to go down this year. I can't wait. Please make sure you let me know. But anyway, I'm not going to take up all your time. But I am going to tell you, even without a rating, check out My Hero Academia. Trust me, you got going on 4 seasons of it almost completely. It is worth watching. It is kind of cool. And yeah, just like my man said in the live chat, hey, old school Transformers is hard to beat. But you gotta, you do what you do and you see what you get. I mean, it's not like I'm watching Cartoon Network. They got this thing getting ready to come out. Thundercats Go. Yo, what is with the artwork on this? Thundercats was one of the hardest. I think I'm gonna have to talk about that. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna have to put my 2 cents on about what is Cartoon Network doing to my traditional stuff. Do y'all like the direction it's going? What did they do to Thundercats, yo? Thundercats, ho! I don't know what this is. It's looking like what's that one joint that they had with the little kid that was being a superhero, and the artwork was all crazy, and it was, it was like, oh man, the name of it escapes me, but the artwork was pretty much the same. Maybe, well, hey, I'll post it in the YouTube community section, Twitter, all that good stuff. Whoo, man, that's a lot to go on, and I think I'm at the end of my rope, folks. I only give you about 25 minutes of this, But check this out, folks. I really appreciate, and I got to put it out there, I appreciate each and every one of you for listening, taking the time, promoting, sharing, and getting up the podcast. The podcast is getting there. The podcast is growing, but we got a long way to go before I could do what I really want to do for everybody. It's even worse than Teen Titans Go Style, Red. It's even worse. I forgot. The theme song to that show is in my head, but I cannot remember what it is. I'm not even. Teen Titans Go is better looking than this new Thundercats. What is the thing? OK Heroes. Is that it? Is that what it was called? OKKO. That was the name of it. There you go. It looked like that. I was like, it, that shows you how bad it is. They take off Steven Universe, which I could deal with, and they put this Thundercat. Come on, son. How they do it? But anyway, animation wise, check out My Hero Academia. And anyway, since we're at the end of this, 25 minutes in, as I always say, remember, don't say nothing bad about anybody. If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. Send it to me. I'll say it. Okay? I'll say it. That's how I roll. But anyway, folks, peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. Yo, should I do some real funky music? Some funky music? I should do some funky music. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm going to do some funky music, and I'm going to end it up with All Might's. I'm gonna deal with All Might's battle cry plus Ultra. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here.